Hello, hello. Welcome again in my little workshop. And today I would like to share with you some thoughts about blank page fear. Um, I was thinking about this for some time, and my let's say my conclusion about that is that we can approach this in two ways, right? Um, like you can don't think about it. Uh, I know it's easy to say, and truly, I'm fully aware how our heads, our brains can work against us if we want to do something. But some people are able just to, close their eyes and start doing things. And so, in case of blank page fear, when you start, that means that you put some mark on the white page, and automatically that makes this page not blank anymore and you can move forward, right? But the other approach is to try to deep dive into the reasons behind the blank page fear, because it is a problem for quite a lot of people that are drawing, and that they have white page and it somehow scares them. So the basic question when I was thinking is why? Why do we feel that fear? Because it's when you stand aside, this is a little bit weird. Like, it's just a sheet of paper. It's just a page. It's some wood and some water and some additional stuff, and this is all. There is nothing to be scared about. On the other hand, the white page can paralyze and can block you from moving forward. And one of the things that came to my mind is a dream about a great sketchbook. And I will just show you once again the sketchbook with the faces. Perhaps they are not awesome, right? But from me they are. Probably in 2-3 years they will be just a step on the way, but this is something that I dreamt about quite a long time, to have a sketchbook that is actually filled with more finished or less finished, but actually drawings, true drawings, right? Not circles, not bended triangles or squares, but true drawings. And perhaps this is why we feel that fear, because we dream about having something like professional the draftsman, professional artists have, because when they sketch, actually, for me, for example, when I see how Karl Kopinski's sketchbook looks, how does it look? Each page for me is a great drawing. For me, it's not a sketch. It's a great drawing, and this is what I wanted to have also. But dream is one thing, and answering yourself a question: do I have at the moment, and this is very important, at the particular moment in time, do you have enough do you have a moment in time no do you have enough skills in the particular moment in time? And this is why this is important, because from 2 years from now, you will, if you learn, you will see progress. This is something inevitable. You will, because this is how drawing works. It's something that you can learn. If you don't, right, then this dream, having just the dream, can block you, because you are unable to fill a blank page with great drawings. So answer yourself a question: where are you at this particular moment? What kind of things you are able to draw fast so you can cover pages? What kind of things you would like to learn at the particular moment? And this is something you can focus on. What kind of a skill I would like to practice? So when you have a white page, I was thinking about how the process in your head, in my head also, can work regarding the white page. Well, first, perhaps it's about okay, I was scared it's not recording. It's about forgetting about very basic thing. We are learning, and learning equals process, right? So you need to make those little tiny bigger steps. You need to move forward, and those steps are making marks on a white page. The other thing that might block us from covering white pages is that the same thing that we mentioned before, that it has to be something finished or something good, right? Because we want to have a great sketchbook, and we don't want to have a sketchbook full of these, right? Because there is nothing extraordinary about it. Those are not great drawings, great sketches. So when you are self-aware enough to admit those two things, perhaps there are some other reasons, but it's good to, sit in front of the white page, feel the fear, and ask yourself, why? Perhaps the answer is not very obvious. Those things might be there, but for example, my fear is that I will not succeed in this process, in this learning. I will not learn fast enough, because I have all the time, the constant feeling that I'm if you start to draw at age of 14 or 15 even, right? And you are drawing more frequently, less frequently, you're attending some drawing classes or something like this. It's something different than starting at the age of 35, when you don't have so many opportunities. Well, you have plenty of opportunities, but there are some limitations. Duties, work, family, and those things are necessary. Family is something great, but all those things, in my case, simply they require my attention. They require my time. So I don't want to sacrifice my family or my job just to learn drawing, right? So I had to find a balance. But that means that I don't draw as often as I would like to, or as much as I would like to. And my fear is that I will not get there fast enough to become a professional, I don't know, character designer, for example, or illustrator. This is my fear. So it's connected to those two, but it's something beneath. So perhaps there is also something beneath in you, in your head, why you fear of the blank page. When you are aware of those, you can ask yourself another conscious question: what can I draw? What can I draw without, hours of spending next to the drawing board on the sketchbook? Fast, like what I can do, what I can put, or what can I? I'm sorry. There's a different grammar in Polish and English. What can I draw to fill the page? And this is something that you already know. There is always a handy tool, a set of different figures, different shapes. And you can start with that, right? I will show you in a second another approach that you can try. So when you put the first line on the page, it's not blank anymore. And the next thing, okay, I will draw a square, just a square. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm drawing, but what I am doing actually, I am practicing, I'm learning. This is a process. I need to do that. I need to make those square, triangle, round shapes just to move forward, right? And that will I don't know the right word. At the end of the day, it will result in having a great sketchbook, but I need to move forward. Here I wrote something like being stick to the drawings. What I mean by that, it should be probably somewhere here, as this is also one of the traps or pitfalls that I faced along my learning process. At the very beginning, when I was slowly moving from just drawing circles and ellipses and lines, and I started to draw something, right, like figures, like characters and so on, I tend to spend a lot of time on them. That's one thing. And the second thing is that I was very stick to them. Like, I put them on the wall. I was going there to my room and just to have a glance at the drawing that I like and so on. But I found out at some point that it keeps me in the same place. Like just to use some kind of an analogy, like for example, I know that I need to go down the road, right? Because my goal is somewhere there, but along the way there is something cool, and this. Let's say that this is the drawing that after a certain time I found it very appealing. I liked it. I like it. It's something very good, and I'm standing and looking at it, and that keeps me. That kept me in the same like spot, right? I was not very motivated then to move forward. So what I did, I took all my